This is the moment every fan waits for. The countdown's over. The road to kickoff has begun.
Play is here to stay.
I'm not going to name names, Kevin.
From win totals to player props, from division races to MVP debates, we've got eyes on every camp and data feeding 24/7, breaking down every angle across the league. Every pick, every edge, every line that matters. SportsGrid. Your road to kickoff starts now.
He played with Bobby Mack, literally had a nervous breakdown the entire round, and by the time they got to the fourth hole, he was losing by a stroke. It was, you think Tommy Fleetwood's a train wreck. You should have seen what this poor guy went through yesterday playing with him.
Yeah, you know what I want to say in this too? Like, the winner gets the entire pot of earnings.
The early line, only on SportsGrid.
Paige Beckers. She does it night in, night out. She's been absolutely fantastic for a Dallas Wings team that really isn't going anywhere. We'll see what happens in regards to where they're going to end up in the WNBA draft, because obviously, if they win it, they're probably looking at our buddy, AZ Fudd, to be drafted next year.
Betting above the rim, only on SportsGrid.
The sharpest football contest show in the land, the Las Vegas Football Contest Show, focuses on Circus Sports Million, Circus Survivor, and the Westgate Super Contest, handicapping the games and releasing our contest picks every week of the season. With two former Super Contest winners, Brady Cannon and James Salinas, a former NFL player, Mike Pritchard, and over $1 million in contest prize money won combined, the Las Vegas Football Contest Show will have you prepared this season like none other.
And welcome in. It is in-game live game day here on the grid on a terrific Thursday evening. Scott Wetzel, Gabriel Morency for the next 3.5 hours or so until the end of the football game. Figure right around 11:30 Eastern time as we watch and, more importantly, bet on the world of sports. A little different for this Thursday. We do have some stuff. We got baseball, obviously. And what's bigger? Here's the perennial, what's bigger? Football, baseball, right? We got a winner-take-all game. Goofy 3, Red Sox, Yankees. You can't get better than that. And then we got a West Coast, good rivalry. I will admit, this is not Tennessee versus Indianapolis. You got a halfway decent game, but it's a banged-up San Francisco team versus the LA Rams. What will the ratings be? No doubt the NFL will probably get it 3-1 as it normally does, if not 4-1, believe it or not. So we got baseball. We got some football stuff to get to for the next 3.5 hours. First up, though, it's game time. What is going on, Mr. Morency? What is betting you off today, as we like to say?
Well, let's roll. As you stated, we got the Yankees and the Red Sox coming up. Big-time game, but I'm going to burst your bubble, Scott, as somebody that's a Red Sox fan and that lives in New York. The rest of the country really, the rest of the country doesn't oh, my God, the Red Sox and Yankees are playing. They're like, yeah, whatever, I hate them both. You know what I mean? It's basically not even tired of them. I mean, the Yankees aren't good. What have the Yankees done? The Yankees haven't won a World Series in what? How many years been now? 15, 16 years?
16.
Yeah, so it's like this whole, like Gary Cohen that is, well, the Marlins just won their World Series by eliminating the Mets. It's like, the Marlins have won more World Series than you have. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, that's serious. Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, Gary, Gary, you don't get to take credit for Tom Seaver, right? Like, you get that, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? You guys, you won once, like in the 80s. So, so the whole, it drives me, and I know because I was there, but the whole, overblown, the Mets and all the Knicks and all this. No one cares about the Knicks. People in New York care about the Knicks. The Knicks haven't won in what, 60 years?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, the whole thing about but the cities are so big, Scott, that the ratings are good. You know what I'm saying? You get Boston, right. You get New York, it'd be good because of the TV markets. For the record, though, we've got college football tonight, Scott. How about that? Let's see what the ratings are for Sam Houston State and New Mexico State. That's the real barometer.
If baseball can't beat that game out, I'm not going to bet on it. But if baseball can't, then baseball's in a whole lot of trouble.
I'll give credit to the Yankees and Red Sox. They are it provides some juice, but I'm not sure they beat them by that much, Scott. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like, I think it'll be like surprising to us. And like, really, that many people watch New Mexico State and Sam Houston, huh? People watch football, bro. We see it all the time. They get like 9 million people for a preseason game.
Yeah, and it would be even worse. It would probably be 50-50 if there wasn't the NFL. If it was just Sam Houston State and New Mexico State.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Sam Houston State would give them a run. They would give him a run.
They'd give him a run for the money. They would. So I got some plays on him. Yeah,
because of betting.
And it's football.
Let's be real.
Yeah. All right, speaking of betting, speaking of football, time for the opening pickoff, as we like to say here on the segment. We'll start with, I'll go first here. We'll give my 4 best plays, and we'll rotate back and forth, obviously. I'll start with baseball since the first game is starting here in a little bit, or the first of my rundown anyway. Yankees, Red Sox. I'm going to go conservative. I want to be able to root for Boston, but still be able to win my bet. So I'm going to go over 3.5 runs, Yankees, minus 150 on FanDuel. You can get it at 4.5, little plus odds. If you want to go 3.5, I'll go 3.5. Hopefully the Red Sox win 7-5, 6-5, or in this case, even 6-4. Connerly early starts for Boston. He shut out the A's, remember, in his first 2 outings, but then he gave up a couple of runs to Tampa Bay and Detroit. So as the competition got a little bit better than the A's, he pitched a little bit worse. So not awful, but he's making his 5th start. Yankee Stadium, they're going to stick a whole bunch of right-handers in there. I'm not sure how long Early's going to be in there for the Red Sox, but I got a strong feeling the Yanks will get at least 4 runs. So give me over 3.5 Yankee runs tonight.
I'm going to take the Boston Red Sox this evening. I don't have a strong, in an elimination game, it's going to come down to a home run. It's going to come down to a play here. It's going to come down to a couple of players, right? I mean, we could talk about the starting pitching and this and that, but it's going to come down to, can the Yankees play defense for 9 innings? Will the Red Sox put a couple of early runs up on the board and not have to play from behind again? I like the Conley early story, guys. So I'm going to roll the dice with the Boston Red Sox at plus money tonight, and it should be noted, this is pretty wild stuff, and there's always records and streaks that kind of surprise us, and not so much the actual streak itself, but what the number is. And this is one that surprises me as well, as Conley Early is the youngest starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox in the playoffs since Babe Ruth in 1916. Can you imagine being compared to something about Babe Ruth and Babe Ruth being young? Scott, not I hit home run. No, you're doing something that Babe Ruth did as a rookie. Be like, what?
And pitching,
so you're telling me that in a playoff game, you never had a 21-year-old or a 22-year-old? I mean, it's amazing to me that since 1916, everybody's been 23 years or older.
Yeah.
I get baseball's a little bit of an older sport, but that blew my mind. I'm like, you're telling me in one playoff game, not once, in the history of the Red Sox since 1916, you've had a pitcher younger than 23. Nope. Conley Early is the youngest pitcher since 1916 to pitch for the Red Sox in a playoff game.
All right. See how well he does. I'll go to college football. I'll take Sam Houston State laying 1.5 against New Mexico State. Listen, Sam Houston is 0-4. I get that, but they played Texas, UNLV, Western Kentucky, and even a decent Hawaii team. All those teams are 3-1 or better. Aggies are 2-2, but if you throw out the miracle worker Jerry Kill's 2 years down in Las Cruces, they've won 5 games against Division 1A teams. 5 in 4 years combined. I'm now getting pick'em, basically. Sam Houston laying 1.5. I'll take that any chance I get. Give me Sam Houston laying 1.5.
Cubs officially advanced to the National League Divisional Series against the Milwaukee Brewers. I'll get to the Sam Houston State game momentarily. We have a tricky one tonight in the National Football League. San Francisco or handcuffed coming into the game tonight. There's the injury list is a long one, especially on the offensive side of the football. They don't really have anyone to throw the football to tonight. Juwan Jennings is out. Ricky Pearsall is out. Ayuk has been out. George Kittle is out. So it's going to become the Christian McCaffrey show. He can only do so much, and he'll be lucky to get through the game without getting hurt. Give me the Rams to win this game. I'm not in love with this game tonight. It's a tricky one. I don't want to lay points like this. The Rams won by 7 last week, guys, against the Colts, but they really didn't. It was a deceptive game. It was 20-20 late. The Rams generally play close games. They don't really blow anybody out. Niner fans going to take the stadium over tonight. I don't think it's going to be easy for the Rams, but I think the Rams win. And I think it's going to – I don't see how it gets to 52. I put this in last night when it was 45, knowing that the total would probably come down. L.A. Ram under 7-point teaser.
All right, I'll give you my next two here because they're both in the same game, and that's the football. I'll go under as well. I got it at 43.5. I bought the hook. So under 44, same thing in San Fran and the Rams. And how about Tutu Atwell, Rams receiver, over 8.5 yards, Gabe? There's no way the guy is going to go 88 yards for the game-winning touchdown in the final minute and then not get the ball one time the very next game. So give me Atwell over 8.5 yards receiving Rams.
I'll get back to the New Mexico State game. As far as this game is concerned, guys, for some props, listen, McCaffrey is going to get beat up. They're going to have to run Brian Robinson Jr. tonight. Take Brian Robinson Jr. over 17.5 rush yards. He's gone over this number in every game. And how about a mind-blowing stat, Scott? The San Francisco 49ers haven't intercepted a pass in 11 games. Okay. What surprised me is the longest streak since 1940 in the NFL.
Wow. More play.
Enter into the magical world of McLuck.com, where even the smallest of spins can win real cash prizes. Adventure into over 1,000 of the best Vegas-style slot games. So what are you waiting for? Unlock your free welcome offer today. Join the fun where winners play and players win.
Well, Shadur, which quarterbacks are you talking about? Because there is some bad quarterback play out there, but the dude who can't beat Dylan Gabriel out for a job and can't beat Joe Flacco out for a job certainly can't lay claim to being better than any other quarterback in the league.
The Craig Carton Show. Only on SportsGrid.
MVP hopes, as far as my eyes can see, out of here. No way. No way. Not with what I'm seeing around this league right now. Josh Allen should be in front of him. He is. Herbert should be in front of him. He's not just yet. Jalen Hurts should be in front of Lamar Jackson. People may not want to hear that, but it's true. Jordan Love is in front of Lamar Jackson. That's a pump the brake special. Come on now.
Game time decisions. Only on SportsGrid.
Major League Baseball has decided it is time to put balls and strikes not just in the hands of the umpires, but also the robot umpires, as they say. The ABS system is now officially in place starting next season. Now, keep in mind, they're not just throwing this out there. They have used this at the Arizona Fall League, and they've also used it at different levels of the minor leagues as well.
Newswire. Only on SportsGrid.
Everything changed at that point. They went and got Jonquel Jones, and they really had that triple threat monster team. That second year they lost in the WNBA Finals, 3-1 against the Las Vegas Aces. Year 3, they finally get over the top hump. And you can question whether they should have won the title with that foul call late in Game 5 that sent Breanna Stewart to the foul line.
Betting above the rim. Only on SportsGrid.
Hi, welcome back in Game Live, Game Day here on the Grid. So we got baseball, we got college football, we got NFL. Here's a couple of other quickies here, Gabe, NFL that I do like. I agree, Christian McCaffrey, if you're going to play any prop on San Francisco, it's got to be McCaffrey. So I went with his receiving yards, 53.5. I'd say the one I really, really love, though, is Kyren Williams, over 67.5 yards rushing for the Rams. In the 2 games last year, he had 89 and 108, and he's averaging 75 yards a game in the 4 games so far this year. I don't know how he doesn't get to 70. I mean, if he's got 20 more yards plus in each of the 2 games last year, I know the Rams want to keep this thing, or the Niners want to keep this thing close to the vest and everything like that. But, with those 2 wideouts, you're concentrating more on, Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua. So Kyron Williams over 67.5. I put in a little tease as well. I took the Rams and the under. And then our correct score, we got to do that, right? Rams win 27-21 at 150-1. And I did first quarter Rams 3-0 over San Francisco after 1. That's 10-1.
Yeah, I've got a correct score here. I had the little premonition last night about it. Let me get it in right now, actually. Nice. We'll see if it's right, Scott, but I say 24-13. I'm saying 24-13.
Okay. Rams, I imagine, right?
Yes, that's a pretty low-scoring game, right? I don't usually think there's only going to be 37 points in a football game, but all right, San Francisco to win 24-13. Dear God, 350-1.
Nice. That's a decent little notable score.
$10 pays $3,510. I'm going to put 25. I'm going to put 25 on it. It pays $8,775. It's in. Oh, I didn't get in. I put it in too late. If this happens now, I'm going to die. It's too late. It wouldn't let me. God, if it's 24 at 25, because I literally just tried to put 25 on it. I was like, yeah, I'll put 25 on this. Win $8,000. Oh my God! If it happens, I'm gonna snap. Because I actually tried to get it in. Like I physically tried. If I didn't try, oh God, this is bad.
Right.
Oh.
And if they, they don't do adjusted lines on, or like in-game lines on, at least FanDuel doesn't anyway.
No, there's not in-game correct score props. They should have that.
Yeah.
They should have everything. I mean, I don't know why.
The only thing you might be able to do box score, final score 4-3. I don't know if that'll pay as much, but they won't even let that, huh? Oh, wow. Everybody else should. No offense to you, Gabe, but everybody else put in 4-3 final score because you know how betting goes. When you want to try and do something and you can't.
You know what I could do if I was ballsy, though, to sort of back it up, but it's not going to be 350-1. I could play the alt line under. I could do that in game. That's going to pay big, too. If I say, under 38 points. You know what I mean?
Right.
We get under 30. And I'll say San Francisco by 11, too. If I can sort of, I could. There's ways. But I'm not going to win $8,000 on $25 like I potentially could have. I thought about it. You brought it up. I thought about it last night. I was like, 24-13. I got a weird, I think 24-13 could come into play here. But I hope it doesn't happen now, to be honest. But I got Kyron Williams to score the first touchdown of the game at plus 333. So Williams, and we should know, San Francisco get the ball first. They dump it off to McCaffrey. Like you said, Scott, McCaffrey's the heavy play tonight. It looks like a nice pickup here, but Willie lost the game. He's going to get beat up tonight. He's, the one. And I should note, guys, Duncan Robinson is back for the San Francisco 49ers. I just got his prop in. It's, what was it? Was it 33.5? Duncan Robinson, over receiving yards, 33.5. They don't have anybody to throw the football to. They're going to have to throw it to him.
Yeah.
They literally are out of wide receivers. It's lucky for them to even got Duncan Robinson back tonight. So when Mac Jones throws the football, I know Brock Purdy's out, of course. So when Mac Jones throws the football, I think that Duncan Robinson can make a play here. Scott, I don't think much of Brock Purdy. I think he's okay. I think, it's the system. I think he looked good. The Niners were so good for a couple of years there that, you're making plays, but look at the offense that you've got around you. You're stacked. You've got a great offensive line. You see when Brock Purdy isn't in a favorable situation, he suddenly isn't as good anymore. Let's be real. They overpaid him. They're stuck with him now. And, I think Mac Jones is every bit as good. He's not as athletic as Brock is, but I don't really think there's a big drop-off. He just doesn't really have anyone to throw the football to. But I didn't trust the Rams laying the points tonight, Scott. I really didn't. They're not a good favorite, the Rams.
That 12-6 last year, Thursday night Niners-Rams game, I couldn't get that out of my head, Gabe. I just realistically, I mean, how is San Fran going to score unless McCaffrey goes off? But if you like McCaffrey, I like McCaffrey. The whole world likes McCaffrey, so you got to
I stayed away from him.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The Rams got to know that, right?
Yeah, because exactly. Everybody in the world, they got to go to McCaffrey. My first thinking is, let's go with Robinson. Because number one, McCaffrey can't play every snap. Number two, it's a dangerous game they're playing, Scott, with McCaffrey. Because he's injury prone as it is. And now you're just you're going to run his ass into the ground? He's not going to get past week 8 at this rate, Scott.
Right.
Like, they're giving him the ball on every play. Have they done anything besides McCaffrey out of this game? I look up, dump off to McCaffrey. Like, yeah, and I agree with you. If I'm the Rams, I'm like, how is this guy open? He's the only guy they're throwing to.
Right? I mean, triple team him. We're going to it's like the NBA. I don't care. Let the other guys go one-on-one. Who cares? Triple team this dude.
Of course we like the under. And look at this. Big-time play, just like that. Niners moving the football. Like, that's the... I'm telling you, man.
This is a classic opposite pick. Right?
Scott.
You look at that game?
Yes, sir.
How could you possibly look at that game and say, I like the Niners tonight? How can you? It's a classic.
I wanted to. I really did. That was my initial take. I was like, man, people are crazy. The number's way too high. I don't care if Brock Purdy is out. And then I started to just fall for all of it, Scott. I was like, yeah, but kind of everybody is out. How are they going to be able to move the ball?
That's the problem.
Like, I was like, how are they going to be able to move the ball? But they're sort of doing it early here. We'll see if the drive stalls. I did play the long field goal tonight too, Wetzel, just because it angers me when it happens and I don't have it. So over 52 and a half tonight.
Oh, 52 and a half. Yikes. For an
53-yarder
game. You need a 53-yarder. Wow. All right, in-game live game. They just getting underway here on the grid. More coming up when we come back.
Shadur, which quarterbacks are you talking about? Because there's some bad quarterback play out there, but the dude who can't beat Dylan Gabriel out for a job and can't beat Joe Flacco out for a job certainly can't lay claim to being better than any other quarterback in the league.
The Craig Carton Show. Only on SportsGrid.
That's a lot for a closer. 10. That's you're not a closer anymore if you blow 10 games. I mean, my goodness. That's
he's mentally broken too. Like, it's to the point where like Dodger fans aren't even mad at him; they're more mad at the Dodgers for putting him out there.
Putting him in.
Right? It's more so. Yeah, it's like, guys, like, he's done.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Major League Baseball has decided it is time to put balls and strikes not just in the hands of the umpires, but also the robot umpires, as they say. The ABS system is now officially in place starting next season. Now, keep in mind, they're not just throwing this out there. They have used this at the Arizona Fall League, and they've also used it at different levels of the minor leagues as well.
Newswire, only on SportsGrid.
Everything changed at that point. They went and got Jonquil Jones, and they really had that triple threat monster team. That second year they lost in the WNBA Finals, 3-1 against the Las Vegas Aces. Year 3, they finally get over the top hump. You can question whether they should have won the title with that foul call late in Game 5 that sent Breanna Stewart to the foul line.
Betting above the rim, only on SportsGrid.
welcome back. In-game live game day here on the grid. Scott and Gabe, hour number one. So no score heading to the top of the second. Red Sox 1-2-3 in the first, and then the Yankees 1-2-3 in the first. Although the Yankees did commit an error in the bottom or in the top of the first inning, but it didn't allow another batter. So yeah, if you played 1-2-3, you still hit that. Yeah, shocking. The Yankees.
That's
made
a
an error,
prop
right?
I want, Scott. That's a prop I want. I don't see that unless I'm missing it. I'm pretty good at finding the obscure baseball props. Total errors by a team. Can you bet that? Can I bet? I say I think the Yankees are going to have like over 0.5 errors today. Exactly. How come we don't have that? Should have that.
Out of all the goofy things that we can bet on, how fast the pitch is and everything else, errors
it's not
is a definitive thing.
It's part of the box score. Runs, hits, errors. Like, how is it not like, you know what I mean? Like you said, we have every other dumbass goofball prop.
Goofy.
And what happens at next pitch, ball, strike? Like, I can't bet errors. You can't, you know what I mean? That'd be a fun bet, right? To be like, the Yankees can't play D, but it's 1.5 errors. They got to make 2 of them, and you get like plus 350.
And think of the aggravation. And think of the aggravation. You see a play that the fielder botches, and you say, that's an error.
Son of a bitch, box scorekeeper. Yeah, you scorekeeper. Like,
Howie Carpenter with the Yankees. Come on, Howie, or give him a call.
You've been in press boxes. Yeah, exactly. People don't realize. I realized that early in my media days too. I realized, I'm like, so you're telling me this like retired newspaper dude like controls the stats of a baseball game? And my mind started spinning, Scott. I was like, so he's the decider of my prop bets. I used to sit there and kind of look at him till he's doing the game.
He would take phone calls. Listen, I know the guy. Calls during the game, Gabe. Like change that from the players, from the dugouts. They'll call up.
The teams. The teams call up. Hey, that's an effing hit. Yeah, from the dugout. That's an effing hit. That's not an error. That's a hit. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's the tug of war with it, right? Same thing, Scott. It's under the radar, bro. But you bet hockey props. It's the same thing. It's like a local. The guy in Toronto that does it. He's a radio host. He's literally a radio host on the radio in Toronto, but he's one of those Johnny Two-Shoes good guys that everybody loves, been around forever. He's the scorekeeper for Leaf games. He's controlling the shots on goal prop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think about that one, too. You and I bitch about that. Sometimes you see it, Scott, where it's like, bro, I don't care. The goalie, it hit him. Was it a hard save? No. The puck hit the goalie in the crease. That's a save. Right. And sometimes it's pretty shaky and you don't get it,
Yeah. A lot of times. My basis always is, and I just keep it nice and simple. If the goalie's not there, will there be a goal? Yes. Whether he hit it off the boards or ricocheted off this guy or that.
We don't get credit for it from the other side.
Not there.
It drives me nuts. So, where exactly, guys, you'll see like on a penalty kill, a team will like flick the puck high in the air and it'll trickle, roll down the ice. Is it a shot? No, but great point by Wetzel. If the goalie isn't there, it's going in the net. So that's a shot on goal. The goalie stops it and passes it back up. That's a shot on goal. It's a shot on goal. It's not your job to decide how fast the puck came in. You know what I'm saying? It's not your job. Your job is, did he save it? Did he stop it?
Did he prevent a goal from happening? Yes, he did.
That's why that prop is very subjective, Scott. Like, if trust me, I watch hockey very closely. It'll drive you crazy because you'll know there's like 4 or 5 times you got screwed in a game. You know what I mean? We're like, I better not come back to haunt me. You see it all the time where it's in the corner, someone will flick it in front of the net, it hits the goalie's pads.
Right.
It's like that's a shot. That's a shot. Yeah. Like, he's trying to clear it in front of that, but it hit the goal. That's a shot. But there's always a little intricacies. We talk about like the hit by pitch and the walk not counting as total bases, and I don't know if you agree with me, but it drives me crazy too. The shot off the goalpost is not a shot on goal. I'm like, it hit the damn goal. How is it not a shot on goal? It hit the actual goal. Like,
I should get 2 for that. It hit the goal.
No, not a shot on goal.
What it is.
Hit the crossbar. How is it not hit the crossbar?
Oh, crazy. Yeah. I can't tell you how many times I would be in the box score too, and then the next day I'd wake up and I'd get a loser. It's like, what happened? He had 3 shots on goal. I saw it. I know I saw it last night. And then they would flip it. So, San Fran, we'll get into it a little bit more, but they do lead 7-0. They took their opening drive right down the field. No Kittle. Nope. No
Very
Pearsall.
easily.
Nope. No Jennings. No Watkins. No anybody. And right down the field,
The
San
Rams
Fran
are
wins.
still 4.5-point favorites.
And, yeah. We'll update all lines, get our picks out when we come back and get live.
Well, Shadur, which quarterbacks are you talking about? Because there is some bad quarterback play out there, but the dude who can't beat Dylan Gabriel out for a job and can't beat Joe Flacco out for a job certainly can't lay claim to being better than any other quarterback in the league.
The Craig Carton Show. Only on SportsGrid.
That's a lot for a closer. 10. That's you're not a closer anymore if you blow 10 games. I mean, my goodness. That's
He's mentally broken too. Like, it's to the point where, like, Dodger fans aren't even mad at him; they're more mad at the Dodgers for putting him out there.
Putting him in.
Right? It's more so.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, guys, like, he's done.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Major League Baseball has decided it is time to put balls and strikes not just in the hands of the umpires, but also the robot umpires, as they say. The ABS system is now officially in place starting next season. Now, keep in mind, they're not just throwing this out there. They have used this at the Arizona Fall League, and they've also used it at different levels of the minor leagues as well.
Newswire, only on SportsGrid.
Everything changed at that point. They went and got Jonquil Jones, and they really had that triple threat monster team. That second year they lost in the WNBA Finals, 3-1 against the Las Vegas Aces. Year 3, they finally get over the top hump. And you can question whether they should have won the title with that foul call late in Game 5 that sent Brianna Stewart to the foul line.
Betting above the rim, only on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back. It is in-game live game day here on the grid. Scott and Gabe, we got baseball, we got college football starting in a half hour. So, so San Fran, no Brock Purdy. We got no wide receiver Ricky Pearsall. We got no wide receiver Juwan Jennings. We got no backup wide receiver Jordan Watkins. We got no starting tight end George Kittle. You want to throw in there running back Jordan James. We don't have him either. This is one of the guys that the subs a little bit for McCaffrey. And somehow or another, they took the opening kickoff game, landed about 75 yards, no problems, touchdown San Fran. So it's 7-0. And the Rams, or San Fran 7-0. Rams got the ball back. They had a couple first downs, but they punted. So now they've had the ball. It's not like
I rarely do this.
Here. 3.5.
I rarely do this. I'm jumping in on the Niners. I never play both sides. I've got the Rams under. I didn't play the Rams on the points or anything like that. I really didn't like the game that much. Like, I'm like, I'm gonna force it just for the sake of it. Yeah, so I played a team. I'm like, the Rams will win. It's close. It'll go under the number. But if the 49ers score it here against Scott, this 3.5 that they have on the board now is going to be pretty attractive, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's going to flip. And then we could, I have the Rams to the under. We'll worry about the total when we get there. I got it under 52 at least. I got a little bit of a cushion. It's 46.5 now. But the Rams guys are slow starters. They didn't play that well last week against the Colts. They won the game in like the last 2 minutes type thing. It was tied 20-20. They were down. They came back. They got a big stop, and there was like a penalty. The Rams were lucky to get the ball back. I was watching the game. They escaped. I talked about the game, Scott, against the Texans. They won 13-9. Stafford doesn't really play 60 minutes. I don't know if it's like an age thing or, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Rams don't play 60 minutes. We saw it against the Eagles, Scott. Did they play 60 minutes? No. No, they had a 19-point, like, they played good football for 40 minutes.
3 quarters. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't play good, you know what I mean? As it went on, you couldn't sustain it, or they'll start off slow. So I'm not amazed by this, but I got to tell you, I'm point blank, and I'm not an earlier panicker. You see it, Scott. Like, I don't panic early touchdowns in games and stuff like that. But I would be seriously concerned right now if I laid the points with the Rams. It's almost like a fight, dude. It's like you can tell what a UFC fight, Scott. Like, there's a sinking pit in your feeling, like 10 seconds into the fight when your guy's getting the crap kicked out of him. You're like, oh, I'm on the wrong side. You could just tell. You're like, bang, bang. You're like, oh. You're like, I picked the wrong guy. You know what I mean? You can sort of feel it like early. You're like, yeah, I'm on the wrong guy here. This is not good. Sort of don't you have this feeling right now? Like, this isn't good for the Rams. And look at this, right on cue, Scott. Rams, 15-yard penalty for hitting Mac Jones late.
Wow. This is a big drive. They're all big drives, Scott. But this is like a kind of a statement drive. Like, we've seen teams get the opening kickoff and they go down the field and never heard from them again.
Scripted play, too. Everybody's scripted. Yeah. They look good on that first drive and they go away.
Right, even Monday night, Cincinnati, opening field goal. Right down the field. Never to be heard from again, right? So that does happen. So that's why I say if San Fran could put together a drive here, even get a field goal. Yeah. Exactly. He's a little bit
different.
So if they put together a second scoring drive, then it's kind of like, now I'll begin to, wonder if my survivor pool play that I put in on the Rams is in a little bit of trouble here. So, but man,
there'll be
I'll tell
some
you
drama.
What, yeah. If they were to win this game. Oh, yeah. Because that was probably
they win this game. You know what? They can, though, Scott. That's the whole thing. What is Shanahan, like, he's done everything in this league. Like, the guy,
an underdog. Like,
yeah, this is his spot, actually, Scott, to be honest with you. You're right. This is his spot. Oh, I don't have anybody. I'm getting points. You guys all think we can't win. This is when he shows up with Nick Mullins and beats you. It's like, all right. And Nick Mullins going to throw over 330 yards and set a Monday Night Football record or whatever for the first ever start in Monday. Like,
with the backup quarterback game. With the backup quarterback. And I'm not a big Shanahan fan. Viewers and listeners of the podcast, they know that I beat him up as much as I possibly can. But with a backup
he's a regular season warrior, though, Scott. There's a difference between closing the deal and winning in the regular season. This guy wins in a regular season. They shouldn't even be 3-1 right now, Scott. If you look at their game, like, it's almost a mirror. They've had injuries all year. Like, they're not good. Like, they're not that good. But here they are.
He's 28-23 with a backup quarterback. 5 games over 500.
That's amazing.
It doesn't sound good. So what do you say? You're bragging about that, Scott? No, that's good. That's real good.
You brought it up. What's McDaniel's record with a backup quarterback?
Oh yeah, like 3-13, literally.
Right, like,
I mean, it's
all
off
the wall, off the wall. I thought it was a bomb, but Stanton with the double. Stanton with a double, bottom of the second.
Right. I don't want to get him untracked. He could be getting up like 20 times. Games 1 and 2 wasn't going to get a base hit, so if he gets a base hit,
and nobody out.
Yeah. That's trouble for Boston. I told you they're going to get over 3.5 runs. I hate to say it, but
I bet early over
3-8. By the way,
the 3-8. I bet early over 3.5 strikeouts. We didn't get a chance to get to. We came on, boom, boom, boom. I did post it online though, but this is one I didn't get. So early was 3.5, and I understood the number. The kid's 23 years old. He looks like he's 17. He's only been in the big leagues for like a month, guys. Like, he started 4 or 5 games, 4 games, whatever. And 2 of them were against the Athletics. Yeah, and 2 of them, Scott, were against the Athletics. Remember, it was unique. He pitched in Sacramento, then he faced them again. So he really hasn't seen anybody. And like, he's raw, this kid. Like, he's thrown into the fire. I like the fact he's a tough kid. He played for Army, so he went to a military academy. He's not like some G.I. Joe, though, obviously, as you see. He just played baseball there. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like you know what I mean? It's not like, I'm in the military.
Brother, family, his father was in the military and all that, too.
Army family. He never signed up and committed. Yeah, he never signed up and said, send me, I'm signing up. I want to enlist. I said, no, I'll play baseball for you. You know I'll play baseball for you.
I'm going to the Middle East. That's not happening.
It was basically known, yes, I am going to be a professional baseball player, but I will pitch for you. Yeah. So, Scott, like, you got to imagine he's on a short leash. I get it, right? Cora's going to monitor pitch-by-pitch situation. How does he handle himself? But Schlittler, bro. Schlittler, Scott, his prop was 4.5 strikeouts. 4.5. He's 9-2, Scott, in his last 11 games. And one of the games, he got lit up by the Red Sox. He left the game in the first inning. I don't know if he was feeling tightness or whatever, but it was a game against, against the Blue Jays. A game against the Blue Jays about 3 weeks ago. He pitched. He gave up 4 runs in an inning, and they took him out. So he only had like 1 or 2 strikeouts there. But dude, 4.5, Scott. Like, Schlittler is a strikeout machine. He's already got 3. He's got 3 right now already.
How about their out total, Gabe, which is what I really love. It's funny. I went into all these games today.
Oh, I played it last night with Yamamoto, Scott. It was 17 and a half. Man, it was stressful, bro. He had the bases loaded and stuff to get to the 18th. He just got there.
Yeah. Their out totals for this game, 11.5 for Schlittler and 9.5 for Early. That
was crazy. I would have played the Schlittler. Inning. I would have been all over that, the Schlittler. I should have played that. I played the strikeouts. Yes.
I could see Early.
They don't want to go to their bullpen.
But the Yankee bullpen stinks.
Yeah, and they're all taxed too. They've pitched a lot, both these teams over the last cup. So no, and Boone will screw it up. I mean, whatever, dude. Schlittler will probably have a one hitter going Scott in the 7th, and they're going to take him out. You know what I'm saying? But no, I can't believe that though. I should have noticed that. I got caught up in the games and I was like, oh, I love the strikeout prop, but Schlittler 11.5. Come on, bro. How the hell is he not going 4 innings? Come on.
Exactly. I mean, the only way he wouldn't if he got tattooed, and I really didn't think that was going to happen. This guy's been too good. He's got an ERA of 2 over his last 9 starts.
He's good, this guy. He's good.
Yeah.
Big 6'6". Big guy.
Early is kind of like the, how do you say? He was like, okay, we're going to have to throw you in there, kid, because Giolito's not here. Whereas Schlitter,
it wasn't their choice.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't going to go ahead of Fried or Rodon, but, he was, okay, you're going to be one of our top 3. So, yeah. For him not to go, 12 outs, 4 innings tonight, I that was a good bat. It really was. So, in-game live, we'll look at the other lines when we come back here on the Grid.
Well, Shadur, which quarterbacks are you talking about? Because there's some bad quarterback play out there, but the dude who can't beat Dylan Gabriel out for a job and can't beat Joe Flacco out for a job certainly can't lay claim to being better than any other quarterback in the league.
The Craig Carton Show. Only on SportsGrid.
That's a lot for a closer. 10. That's you're not a closer anymore if you blow 10 games. I mean, my goodness.
He's mentally broken too. Like, it's to the point where Dodger fans aren't even mad at him; they're more mad at the Dodgers for putting him out there.
Putting him in.
Right? It's more so.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, guys, he's done.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Major League Baseball has decided it is time to put balls and strikes not just in the hands of the umpires, but also the robot umpires, as they say. The ABS system is now officially in place starting next season. Now, keep in mind, they're not just throwing this out there. They have used this at the Arizona Fall League, and they've also used it at different levels of the minor leagues as well.
Newswire, only on SportsGrid.
Everything changed at that point. They went and got Jonquil Jones, and they really had that triple threat monster team. That second year they lost in the WNBA Finals, 3-1 against the Las Vegas Aces. Year 3, they finally get over the top hump. And you can question whether they should have won the title with that foul call late in Game 5 that sent Breanna Stewart to the foul line.
Betting above the rim, only on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back in Game Live, Game Day here on the grid. So we got two biggies here. We got Yankees, Red Sox. We got San Fran and the Rams. And also, you got a good little argument about who's got a bigger rivalry between the two, right? You generally think rivalry with football. That's not bad. San Fran and the Rams, pretty good. And
the 49ers,
the Red Sox.
49ers and Rams, a more violent rivalry. Yankee fans and Red Sox fans at least start beating each other up, which is good, which is cool. Let me ask you a question, Scott. Yes or no to Marlins man behind home plate wearing his Marlins jersey? To me, it's plain. It's like, dude, we get it. Like, you want to be seen.
Done that before.
Yeah, just sit there on, you don't have to wear the Marlin jersey. Oh, look, it's Marlin man. Like, I get it. Years ago, it's like, hey, who's the guy with a Marlin jersey at the big games? Now it's like, yeah, whatever. I'll tell you a funny story about Marlin man. Remember Michelle Serpico on the network, right? So we're doing the show in the morning with Michelle Serpico and Corey Parson, and we have Marlin man on. It was the World Series in New York. So we have Marlin man on. He's going to the game. He invites Serpico, like he's all over. If you guys want to come to the game, he's on the air. Yeah, if you guys, because we're like, yeah, why don't you bring us and sit behind home plate? He's like, yeah, sure, guys, we will. So me and Corey are like, all right, we're going to the World Series now. We're going to sit right in front row, right? He only wanted to go with only Michelle.
Oh, gee. So, I wonder why.
She said, no, I'm not going unless Gabe and Corey come as well. And suddenly he couldn't get the ticket, Scott. But I'm just going to say there's times when Marlins, man, where you'll see him with a super hot girl and people are like, oh, this guy's rocking. No, he's not. Like, he's just desperate to look good. Like, you don't have to you don't have to be with him if you want to sit next to him on. Like he's an attention seeker, Scott. He wants to be behind home plate with the girl, like the guys at the NBA games courtside. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know anything. You know what I mean? She doesn't know anything about it. It's the trophy piece, so to speak. At least he's going alone now. He's probably out of women to bring to these baseball games.
Listen, he's got to have two things. He's got to have money and he's got to have connections to get those seats. I will say that. So
he's got money. He's a lawyer. He's a lawyer.
Yeah. Have money, right? So that's not surprising. But even that,
there's another
you still
guy,
have
Scott, too.
To buy those seats. You can't just buy. No matter how much money you have. So
no, you're right. He's got the broker to get those seats. They're not just on StubHub. You're right. It's tough to get that seat there at Yankee Stadium. There's another guy behind Yankee Stadium too. I don't know if you ever noticed him, Scott. And you probably have. You ever wondered? You're like, there's a dude like with a white long beard and like long scraggly white hair. He looks like he's homeless. Like, he's not there tonight, which I'm surprised. He's usually there at every big Yankee game, and he sits in the same spot. He's literally, like, right behind home plate, like in the third row. He's got, like, the best seat in the house, and he looks homeless. It's Metallica's manager.
Really?
Yes. It's this guy, Cliff Rubenstein, who's, like, a longtime New York manager, like Rolling Stone, whatever. Like, he's a big, powerful manager. Guy's a diehard Yankee fan, Scott. Yeah. But I always get a kick. I joked in game one. I said, ain't a big game unless Bernstein is sitting behind home plate like he is tonight. Yeah. Not there tonight. I mean, he's got a gig or something.
Must be. Wow. He's got to have season tickets then if he has those seats. First and goal, Niners. Sorry.
Yeah, Niners.
First and goal.
Told you. They're moving the ball again. I jumped in on the 3.5. All right, here's McCaffrey.
Man.
Dude, I'm an idiot. I didn't even play them. I don't know. I'm rattled today, Scott. Like, I didn't put as many picks in. I'm watching baseball. And now it's hitting me. I'm like, how the hell did I not play a Christian McCaffrey touchdown at minus 115? When is he ever going to be minus 115? This guy's like minus 200 all the time. But I sort of thought the opposite. I'm like, man, the Rams are going to gear up to stop him. They're going to gear up to stop him.
That's what I figured.
They're not doing a very good job at it.
No.
They can't stop him. He just scored a touchdown.
Wow. Unbelievable.
So, guys, I jumped in on the 3.5. I said it. I said, dude, they're going to score again.
You bailed.
They're going to score again. They're still only 2.5-point favorites, Scott, right now. They're still. What do you think of that? The Niners are minus 140 on the money line. Do you think the Rams are coming back?
I think so, yeah. You know what? The Rams plus 3.5 or just grab on the money line plus 130, just down to 136. I would think so. I'm not ready to bail on the bet just yet.
Hey, I saved $25 too, Wetzel. I would have already lost my 24-13.
That's right. There you go.
It's 14.
There's always a silver lining. There's always a silver lining in this stuff.
I was so mad.
That would have been one of the worst bets you've ever made. You 2 possessions and your final score is out the window. I mean, but I don't get this.
It really is the worst bet ever.
The whole world knows Christian McCaffrey is all San Fran has, and yet he's got 8 carries for 24 yards. He's got a touchdown. He's got 5 receptions for 44. I mean, the guy's having a phenomenal game. I don't understand how two guys aren't just.
You know what? I can correct all my mistakes. There's in-game betting, dude. He's going to catch 1 million passes out of the backfield. So you say he's got 5 already right now?
5 already. 5 for 44.
So my guess is it's going to be like 8.5 then.
8.5.
Let's see what it is.
Yeah,
that's my guess. Let's see. 9.5 plus 130. Ooh. At this rate, he's going to catch 15 balls. And normally I'd be like, no, it's just no, he's not going to catch like that many. Is he not?
Is he not?
They're not even trying to throw to anyone. Mac Jones is dropping back and just dumping it off to McCaffrey. That's all he's doing. Nothing fancy. You saw that touchdown. Nothing fancy. How is McCaffrey, Scott, wide open in the end zone when he's the only one they have to defend? I don't understand this.
That's what I mean. How do you explain it? I mean, if you're the defensive coordinator, what are you doing? What are you doing?
If I was McVay, I'd tell him too. I'd be like, guy, I don't care if you got 3 effing jerseys, and if Duncan Robinson scores a touchdown, I don't care. But if McCaffrey gets another first down, you're fired.
You're fired.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, this is unacceptable. You got one guy to stop him.
Yeah. You don't even go into the locker room. Forget about getting on a bus or something. You're a home game, so don't. That's it. Take your playbook and go home. I mean,
I'm playing it over 130. I like the fact that it's plus money too, so I'm getting plus 130. I have 5 more catches for McCaffrey. The only thing that'll hurt me is if he gets hurt in the next whatever.
Well, that's a given. That's always. You go yardage too. Yardage, they're giving you 77.5. He's got 44.
Okay, here's another one, Scott.
Bad adjusted line would bump it up to like 85.
And for everybody, we got to jump in. Matt Stafford over 234.5. He only has 5 yards. He has to pass the ball now. They have to throw.
Absolutely.
Well, Shadur, which quarterbacks are you talking about? Because there is some bad quarterback play out there, but the dude who can't beat Dylan Gabriel out for a job and can't beat Joe Flacco out for a job certainly can't lay claim to being better than any other quarterback in the league.
The Craig Carton Show. Only on SportsGrid.
That's a lot for a closer. 10. You're not a closer anymore if you blow 10 games. I mean, my goodness.
He's mentally broken too. Like, it's to the point where like Dodger fans aren't even mad at him; they're more mad at the Dodgers for putting him out there.
Putting him in,
right? It's more so.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, guys, like, he's done.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Major League Baseball has decided it is time to put balls and strikes not just in the hands of the umpires, but also the robot umpires, as they say. The ABS system is now officially in place starting next season. Now, keep in mind, they're not just throwing this out there. They have used this at the Arizona Fall League, and they've also used it at different levels of the minor leagues as well.
Newswire, only on SportsGrid.
Everything changed at that point. They went and got Jonquel Jones, and they really had that triple threat monster team. That second year they lost in the WNBA Finals, 3-1 against the Las Vegas Aces. Year 3, they finally get over the top hump. You can question whether they should have won the title with that foul call late in Game 5 that sent Breanna Stewart to the foul line.
Betting above the rim, only on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back in Game Live. Game Day here on the Grid. Scott Gabe closing out hour number one. We got football, NFL 14-0. We'll get back to that in a second. We got no score, third inning Yanks and Red Sox. We got a college football game. Not exactly sure why they would give us Sam Houston State versus New Mexico State, but that's okay. We'll take it starting in about 5 minutes or so. I like I said, I got the two plays here, Gabe. I like the under 52, and it's down to 52.5. It was 54. Yesterday. But I don't see how these two teams, defensively, they both stink, but offensively, they stink as well. So I don't think we're getting a shootout tonight. I really don't. And I'll grab Sam Houston State anytime I could go against New Mexico State at basically pick 'em odds. I know they got to win over Tulsa this year, which beat Oklahoma State. I get that. But for the most part, they've been awful outside of the Jerry Kill 2 years, which is, by the way, just goes to show what a great job. That New Mexico State team has been awful since I went to UTEP 30 years ago. I mean, this guy went in there and he went to a bowl game 2 years ago. But back to being New Mexico State last year, and I think this year. So give me Sam Houston State -1.5, and I'm going to put it in with the under as well.
We are literally on the opposite side, so it should be interesting of both sides. Of both sides.
Really?
Give me Tony Sanchez. So we got Joe D'Amico coming up. So he knows Tony Sanchez, former head coach of Bishop Gorman. Kind of in over his head. He went to UNLV. He was only a high school coach. Right, and it failed. Like, they thought, he can get the kids from Bishop Gorman to come to UNLV. He couldn't. They didn't go there. He was kind of in over his head. He's been doing a nice job here at New Mexico State. I just can't get past the fact that we're talking about a Bearcat football team that's given up 37 or more points in all 4 football games. I get it. They played UNLV. They played Texas. But they've lost 3 games by exactly 17 points each. So they keep on losing by 17, 17, 17. They lost by 55 to Texas. So they haven't played a close game even. It's not like, they're close. No, they're getting blown out. This isn't the same Sam Houston State team that we've kind of come to know over the last couple of years. And the Aggies are playing better football right now. Aggies ranked 16th in the country against the run as well. But I think there will be points in this game. So give me the Aggies plus the 2. And let's go over the 52 here. What is it, 52 and a half right now? It's been bouncing around.
Yeah,
so
52
we're on opposite sides. And there's a kid, he's got 19 receptions. He's the guy they throw to all the time, Fopel, on the Aggies. Give me a touchdown prop on him, Scott. Plus 125. Now I got to figure out what damn network this game is on, because who's showing Sam Houston State?
Yeah,
I got to find
is a
this
good
game.
one. It's not on the 4-letter network, so that's got the baseball. So it would be on CBS Sports.
Sounds like a CBS Sports Network game, this one. Is it? Yeah, it is. Sounds like it.
That's what it is. CBS Sports.
Remember last week I told you about the Friday night games? I said, Scott, it's nice to have like these, real games on Friday night as opposed to like what we used to get like on the Friday nights. And I specifically remember telling you, I said, remember, we used to get like, San Jose State and New Mexico and stuff. That's what we got tomorrow night, Friday night.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
they realize, all right, it's baseball Friday night, right? A lot of big, there's like the weekends coming into the weekend. They backed off the high profile games on Friday night this week. But we got some interesting ones tomorrow, actually. For those of you paying attention, Delaware playing some good football this year, Scott. Delaware. And they're 2.5 home favorites tomorrow against Western Kentucky. It's one of those massive games for the program. Reminds me of like James Madison's coming out party, what's going on with Delaware right now. And you're telling me, so the Rams moving the football down the field right now.
Uh-oh.
But they fumbled.
Oh, Rams fumbled the ball.
Wow. Dude, they marched all the way down to the 25-yard line of the 49ers. Kieran Williams, Matt Stafford pitched the ball back to him and he dropped it. Like he wasn't carrying it and got punched loose. Like he never
had it.
What the hell is going on with the Rams? Like, you guys are unprepared tonight. Defense unprepared, sloppy on offense.
That against a rivalry team on a short week at home, and you're coming out looking like this.
Dude, and the Niners could be 4-1 with the win. Like, whether they're injured or not, 4-1 is 4-1. Like, this is a big game for the Rams.
Yeah. I mean, with Seattle, stinking up to join and being able to beat San Fran, so they would be 3-2. You'd be 4-1, and you'd have the head-to-head early, obviously tiebreaker over them. You beat
Seattle are good this year. Like the Rams, seriously, I don't like what I'm seeing. The Rams better wake up fast. Rams are getting 3.5 now. Total 44.5.
I still think they're going to come back. I still think, let's put it this way, you're going to have a chance to kind of hedge that or middle that or play both sides. So. Joe D'Amico, wagerstalk.com, next hour, here on the Grid.
Well, Shadur, which quarterbacks are you talking about? Because there is some bad quarterback play out there, but the dude who can't beat Dylan Gabriel out for a job and can't beat Joe Flacco out for a job certainly can't lay claim to being better than any other quarterback in the league.
The Craig Carton Show. Only on SportsGrid.
That's a lot for a closer. 10. That's you're not a closer anymore if you blow 10 games. I mean, my goodness. That's
he's mentally broken too. Like it's to the point where Dodger fans aren't even mad at him; they're more mad at the Dodgers for putting him out there.
Putting him in.
Right? It's more so.
Right.
Yeah, it's like guys, he's done.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Major League Baseball has decided it is time to put balls and strikes not just in the hands of the umpires, but also the robot umpires, as they say. The ABS system is now officially in place starting next season. Now, keep in mind, they're not just throwing this out there. They have used this at the Arizona Fall League, and they've also used it at different levels of the minor leagues as well.
Newswire, only on SportsGrid.
Everything changed at that point. They went and got Jonquil Jones, and they really had that triple threat monster team. That second year they lost in the WNBA Finals, 3-1 against the Las Vegas Aces. Year 3, they finally get over the top hump. And you can question whether they should have won the title with that foul call late in Game 5 that sent Breanna Stewart to the foul line.
Betting above the rim, only on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back. In-game live, game day here on the Grid. Scott and Gabe, hour number 2. So to update everything football, San Fran with the ball right around midfield, leading it, believe it or not, 14-0. Yes, San Fran, not the Rams.
And looking for more.
And looking for
They're
more.
at midfield.
And laying 4.5. Which is just wow. So you grab the Rams if you want at plus 190, almost 2-1.
I got a 6.5 now.
6.5. Wow.
Bet 365, 6.5.
Yeah. They're counting on them getting a few more yards. And if that's the case, it'll be 17-0 with the way, the field goals are these days. No score bottom of the third. Yanks got a runner on first base. Looks like 2 out. Might be heading to the top of the fourth. Yeah, you got top of the fourth, actually.
Let me pat myself on the back here, Scott, too. Carly Early, 5 strikeouts. This kid's unbelievable. It was 3.5. Never doubt the Early family. Never doubt the Earlys.
That was
Carly Early, baby.
That would have been a good adjusted line one, because his numbers regular season were like 6.5, but they were kind of counting on him being pulled after 3 or 4.
It was a playoff game, right? A kid, they didn't know what they were going to get. So we hit it was 3.5. We bet it, and we went big. Not huge on it, but we put the same on that as we did the game. We played the props as equal units. And Schlittler, he's already gone over, Scott. His prop was 4.5. That was honestly looking back. Forget about Early, but why they made this Schlittler dude 4.5 when he's 9-2, 5 or more strikeouts in 9 of his last 11 starts. One of the starts he got taken out in the first inning, so whatever. He's already got 5 through 3 innings right now. Like, God, the odds makers were soft tonight. There's so much going on. Joe D'Amico knows that. There's so much going on right now. We can find these little angles here and there, right, Wetzel?
SportsMemo.com. What's going on, Joe? How are you?
Everything is roses, guys. Scott, Gabe, thanks for having me. Still one of the top NFL cappers documented on the planet. Got a lot of great things happening. Got some new websites I'm on. Got a great app I'm on. I got my free pig phone. But I'm happy to be back with you two guys. I miss you two guys. Unfortunately, I had somebody in my family wasn't feeling too well for a couple of weeks. Took care of family. You know, family always comes first. But I miss doing this show with you guys. You know, the last 2 Thursdays, I looked at my watch like something was like I left my kid in the car seat or something. What am I missing?
It's good to have you back.
Dave and Scott, that's what I missed. How are you guys doing, okay?
Hey, listen, they get the ball back. So the Rams just got to stop. That was big for them, man. That was big. Down 14-0. What do you think of this game, Joe? I don't trust the Rams as big favorites. So I'm not surprised that this is happening right now. But I didn't think the Rams would be down 14-0, though.
No, I didn't either, but we did see, you know, in between segments, we talked about this game. I just turned it on. I got a little quick summary from you two guys. I'll tell you this. I think the Rams might have came in here a little overconfident. Maybe didn't prepare right away. But one thing about their coach and this team, they're very smart. They make adaptations. They adapt very well. I think the second half, you'll see a different team. If they could just go down the field now, even if they put 3 points on the board, it's going to be a lot for momentum going in the second half. On paper, I like the Rams. The line, you know, we know that 1 or 2 places opened it up at like 3, went to 5, 5.5 when the talk about Purdy came out. That has sprung up to 7.5, 8, 8.5 in some places. And you're like, what the heck? But I will tell you, if I had to play this game, I would have went Rams. I didn't like the 8.5. If this was a 7 or under, I would have played the Rams. I didn't like it. I put out a free play on it. What I did like is the fact that their opponent, San Fran, they commit a lot of turnovers. Their defense hasn't snagged too many, vice versa for the Rams. But they do have a good coach. They can make some adaptations. They can adapt in the second half, change some things around. I think this game is far from over. Do I think it's going to be an easy game? No. This team isn't looking like they can climb out of the hole right now, but they do have the tools to do just that.
All right. Would you bet them now, the Rams, or would you take San Fran, or would you lay off?
What's the line you're giving me? What line are you giving me?
3.5 and plus 148 on the money line.
You know, I wouldn't chase my money right now. If I did bet this game, I would leave it alone. I don't want to chase. I think there are better games on the board Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and even Monday in college and pro football. With me, I'm a meat and potatoes guy, all right? I like to keep it alone. I either go home with the one who brung me or I get left at the prom, I'll tell you that.
All right. Are you at the altar, Sam Houston State, New Mexico State, then? I'll throw that out there. They just kicked off.
You know, in between segments, you guys were talking about it. I'm gonna decide. I'll be the deciding factor. One of you guys likes one side, one likes the other. I don't see why New Mexico is getting points in this game. I think this game should be a pick'em, maybe even a 1-point favorite. I don't see why they're getting points. I think they got a smart coach. They got a decent quarterback. They've got some. They got a couple of decent. They got some momentum with them going on. I think this is a decent team. I had to play this game. I put that game out as a free play as well. I would take the home dog in that one for sure.
The Aggies with Tony Sanchez.
Tony Sanchez, yes, right. He used to coach here in town. Everybody knows him. Everybody knows him. But Bishop Gorman is kind of like, I don't want to say they're even like an FCS team. They're more like a low. I mean, they could probably play a couple of the worst teams in Division I football. But that team's been recruiting for so long. We see kids around town that come into. I mean, we had a couple of kids from Hawaii a couple of years ago come in. They're like linemen that were 300 plus pounds moving into town into mansions. Bishop Gorman has a way of recruiting like no other team. I'll give him that.
Like on the Las Vegas Bowl, was when they had the teams practice in Las Vegas. USC, Scott, chose Bishop Gorman over the UNLV complex. Like, they chose the high school complex. Wow. Joe knows, like, the Fertittas, they used to have the original owners of the original owners of the UFC. They're big UNLV boosters. They built them like $125 million complex, like weight room and like,
wow,
like and all that. Like, their sons played there. Dana White's kid played at Bishop Gorman. Yeah. Like Joe said though.
Didn't Randall Cunningham's son?
Yeah, Randall Cunningham's kid. Like, but the thing is, the players there are too good to go to. Were too good to go to UNLV before. So it's like, nah, I'm not going. I'm going to Arizona. I'm going to UCLA or whatnot. But Now UNLV's a little bit better, but Bishop Gorman, one of the big-time powers, that's where Sanchez came from.
Big powers. I can tell you a side story. They had a famous running back who went to the NFL, was one of the best running backs in the NFL for a couple years before he switched.
DeMarco Murray.
I didn't want to mention any names. Had a fight with his girlfriend on campus. Actually got physical with her, busted her face.
So I don't know if it's DeMarco Murray. I was just throwing DeMarco Murray out.
I'll be like Oliver North, not to my recollection. But I'll tell you what, he busted his face up on campus. Not only did he not get expelled or arrested, he started that Friday night. I'll tell you that. Bishop Gorman knows what they're doing. They do it well. I'm not saying they do it right or honest, but that's more like a franchise than a high school. I'll be honest with you.
And I don't know, Scott, if it's DeMarco Murray. I just threw it out there because I know he's from Vegas, and when I lived there, was he had a weekly radio show when he was on the Cowboys. Like, he's a big Vegas guy. So, anyways, that's why I threw it there.
Red Sox just got retired in the fourth inning, so the over 11.5 outs prop for Schlittler hit, which was just an easy one as well. Boy, that was I wish they were all that easy. Football this weekend, Joe. Got some interesting games. Let's start with Colts and Las Vegas Raiders. Kind of a moment of truth here for Indy. Nice little start. Stubbed their toe last week in Los Angeles. The fluky, it is what it is. 88-yard touchdown pass. They lose the game. Oh, we got to take a quick little break. But we get your thoughts on that. Colts are laying 6.5. Raiders plus 6.5. The wheels have fallen off from the Las Vegas Raiders, who I didn't think were necessarily going to make the playoffs. But I did not see them losing to the Chicago Bears last week, and so disappointed in the Raiders and Pete Carroll. So we get your thoughts on that, and then we got a few other games, for this weekend. I know you got some plays that you want to give out to the viewers. So hold on the line. We'll come right back with you. 14-0. Niners over the Rams. Rams do have the football at their own 26. Get 3.5. We'll keep you posted right here on the Grid.
Enter into the magical world of McLuck.com, where even the smallest of spins can win real cash prizes. Adventure into over 1,000 of the best Vegas-style slot games. So what are you waiting for? Unlock your free welcome offer today. Join the fun where winners play and players win.
Well, Shadur, which quarterbacks are you talking about? Because there's some bad quarterback play out there, but the dude who can't beat Dylan Gabriel out for a job and can't beat Joe Flacco out for a job certainly can't lay claim to being better than any other quarterback in the league.
The Craig Carton Show. Only on SportsGrid.
MVP hopes, as far as my eyes can see, out of here. No way. No way. Not with what I'm seeing around this league right now. Josh Allen should be in front of him. He is. Herbert should be in front of him. He's not just yet. Jalen Hurts should be in front of Lamar Jackson. People may not want to hear that, but it's true. Jordan Love is in front of Lamar Jackson. That's a pump the brake special. Come on now.
Game time decisions. Only on SportsGrid.
Major League Baseball has decided it is time to put balls and strikes not just in the hands of the umpires, but also the robot umpires, as they say. The ABS system is now officially in place starting next season. Now, keep in mind, they're not just throwing this out there. They have used this at the Arizona Fall League, and they've also used it at different levels of the minor leagues as well.
Newswire. Only on SportsGrid.
Everything changed at that point. They went and got Jonquel Jones, and they really had that triple threat monster team. That second year they lost in the WNBA Finals, 3-1 against the Las Vegas Aces. Year 3, they finally get over the top hump. And you can question whether they should have won the title with that foul call late in Game 5 that sent Breanna Stewart to the foul line.
Betting above the rim. Only on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back in Game Live. Game Day here on the Grid. Don't give up hope. Don't rip up those Survivor Pool tickets just yet. Touchdown Rams, Kyron Williams. So, pending the extra point, 14-6, probably be 14-7, although you never know with the extra point. So, Rams back in it, down only 7 now as they have, 2 minutes and change, 2:09 left to go in the second quarter. Fast-moving game, really just fast. And the Rams are now back to being a favorite. So, that's why if you grab the money, plus money on them, you figure they were going to score, right? So now the Niners are plus 108. We'll talk with Joe D'Amico at sportsmemo.com. Follow him on Twitter at Joe D'Amico Wins. And I know, Joe, you got some winning things out there, including a newsletter. You got not cell phone. You got a phone number as well you can give out with free picks, which could be your cell phone. Who knows? You know what? You never know. So what do you got for our viewers here?
I'll give out my home phone number. No, honestly, guys, I get such an overwhelming response, Scott and Gabe, to this show on social media. People asking where they can find me. Guys, I'm on every reputable website on the planet. Sportscapping.com, sportsmemo.com, Vegas Top Dogs, Playbook Sports Wizard, Sports Picks. It's a brand new website that's going to be launched this week. I'm very excited about it. The Vegas Picks, Winning Cappers, the Swami. But I'm also on a huge app on your iOS and Android devices, Sports Alerts. It has real-time scores. But the thing I'm most proud of, guys, I am most proud of my free pick phone. I'm a dinosaur. I may look young, but I'm 56. I've been doing this since I'm 10 years old with football sheets in the schoolyard. I have a pre-recorded pay pick hotline. I have the last pick phone in the industry. 1-800-563-8854. That's 1-800-JOE-8854. Every day on a pre-recorded message line, you just get a free winner. Guys, no callbacks, no sales pitches, no BS. I started this free pick line April of 2015. These are documented numbers, guys. 2,411 wins, 1,071 losses, 32 pushes. For those of you who like stats, that's 69.2% over 10 and a half years. Unheard of. 1-800-563-8854. Call it every day. No BS. No, I know all the sales ploys. I've been in sales rooms. Nobody's going to call you up and say that game is garbage. I got a better game for you. Nobody's going to pick up the phone. It's a pre-recorded line. I have this beautiful melodic, harmonious voice. You're going to, this is World Champion Handicapper. Every morning by 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern. Call it up. You get a free winner. 69% for 10 and a half years, guys. Joe, Gabe, and Scott can tell you how good that is, guys. No callbacks, no BS. And if every once in a while, if I have something a little bit better, I'll tell you to call my pre-recorded paid pick hotline. No BS there either. But every day you get a free pick winner. I got some winners on Saturday, got some winners on Sunday for everybody already posted on our websites. But you guys want to talk NFL, am I right?
That's right. So who's going to win Colts and Raiders? 6.5.
Well, I'm wearing this jersey for a reason because I don't want to upset the Raider fans too much from what I'm about to say, but I probably will, guys. With all respect to my hometown Raiders, they're not a very good football team. Listen, folks, you can have a new coach, a new quarterback, whatever you want, a new running back, but if the system is flawed, don't expect any improvements. The Colts are a very good team. They won and covered the first 3 games of the season prior to last week's heartbreaking, tough late loss at the hands of who? The Rams playing right now. I think they bounce back here with something to prove. The Raiders, they account for 19.3 a game. They've committed 8 turnovers already on offense. Their defense, just as bad. Overworked, fatigued, beatable, very beatable. How are they going to deal with the well-balanced 1-2 punch of Jones and Taylor? It's just not possible. They can't keep pace on the scoreboard with Jones and Taylor. 4th-ranked offense, 30.8 a game they're scoring. This line should be closer to double digits. Lay it, take your bookmaker's money. It's a winner.
Geno Smith, he's just not very good. We'll call it off what it is. He's good enough to, like, hang around, but you see, guys, and I saw the same thing last year. I was in Seattle for the Buffalo Bills-Seattle game, and I was sitting near the red zone. Every time the Seahawks got inside the 10-yard line, 15-yard line, it became a circus. He cannot hit open guys in stride, right? He's just not a very accurate, like, in tight spots, you see. The dude against the Bears, they should have won, Scott. Jacoby Myers was open on a big-time play over the middle of the field, would have made it a lot, like, easier field goal. He missed him. He either doesn't see it or he doesn't get it there. There's a reason why Seattle moved on from him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. It's amazing. They set up for a 53-yard field goal because they didn't trust him throwing the ball in the 4th quarter, the final minute there. So Stanky just scored RBI single. Yeah, and then it gets blocked anyway. Yeah. So 1-0 Yankees. How about Chargers laying only 2.5? You know, I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago when they were at home against Denver. They ended up winning by 3, but it was a little bit closer. Same thing here today, or this weekend. Chargers at home laying only 2.5, Joe.
Well, Scott, Gabe, Washington has to fly where? Across the country to SoFi. Commanders quarterback Jaden Dales, as of earlier today, it looks like he's going to return. He may also have the luxury of having some of his wide receivers return. And yes, the Chargers' offensive line seemed to have some holes in it as well. But, guys, even if the linemen for LA are out and Washington, all their start, I still think the Chargers win this game. They should be more of a favorite. Commanders did look solid against the Giants and the Raiders, but let's face it, those two teams are not Super Bowl contenders. This team took beatings from who? The Packers and the Falcons, both on the road. Meanwhile, on the other hand, the Chargers come off their first loss after 3 decisive victories over the Chiefs, the Raiders, and the Broncos. They did lose last week on the road to the Giants, but I think we can all agree, guys, with Dart at the helm and the way the Giants defense stepped up, they're a different team than we saw in previous weeks. They surprised that team. They played very well. I give the Giants all the credit. Go back to this game. Washington having problems passing the ball despite possessing one of the best rushing attacks in the league. LA pretty solid, well-balanced defensively. 4th in the NFL, 17.8 a game they allow. Commanders defense, ugly. Ugly. One takeaway, 22.8 a game they're giving up. Very porous, 27th ranked pass defense. Has to line up across from who? Herbert, one of the best passers in the NFL. 63.8% completion rate, 7 TDs, 3 INTs. Granted, they don't have much of a running game, but their defense has played so well. They're getting opponents' offenses off the field quickly and allowing their own offense more time to wear down opponents' defenses. I just see LA bouncing back here, especially at home, where we all know they play very tough. Under a field goal is a gift.
All right, real quickly, 30
Yankees.
seconds. Yeah, 2-0.
2-0. And the
Buffalo,
bases are loaded.
Ugh. Buffalo laying 8.5 against the Patriots, Joe, real quick.
Well, with a month of the NFL, you're making me laugh. I'm a Yankee fan. A month of the NFL regular season in the rear view, the Bills are the only undefeated team in the AFC. While New England doesn't pose too much of a threat on paper, they're certainly looking better with a solid defense and Drake May. But real quick, they've been a thorn in the Bills' side over the years. Okay? By the way,
Buffalo's got to be the pick then. Go to his website, sportsmemo.com, for more of his plays. Thanks,
I
Phil.
love the Bills.
Well, Shadur, which quarterbacks are you talking about? Because there's some bad quarterback play out there, but the dude who can't beat Dylan Gabriel out for a job and can't beat Joe Flacco out for a job certainly can't lay claim to being better than any other quarterback in the league.
The Craig Carton Show. Only on SportsGrid.
That's a lot for a closer. 10. That's you're not a closer anymore if you blow 10 games. I mean, my goodness. That's
He's mentally broken too. Like, it's to the point where, like, Dodger fans aren't even mad at him; they're more mad at the Dodgers for putting him out there.
Putting him in,
right? It's more so.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, guys, like, he's done.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Major League Baseball has decided it is time to put balls and strikes not just in the hands of the umpires, but also the robot umpires, as they say. The ABS system is now officially in place starting next season. Now, keep in mind, they're not just throwing this out there. They have used this at the Arizona Fall League, and they've also used it at different levels of the minor leagues as well.
Newswire, only on SportsGrid.
Everything changed at that point. They went and got Jonquil Jones, and they really had that triple threat monster team. That second year they lost in the WNBA Finals, 3-1 against the Las Vegas Aces. Year 3, they finally get over the top hump. You can question whether they should have won the title with that foul call late in Game 5 that sent Breanna Stewart to the foul line.
Betting above the rim, only on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back in Game Live. Game Day here on the grid. Scott and Gabe. So we got football. We got Stankies 3-0 now over the Red Sox. Listen, I am an Alex Cora fan for the most part. I like him. But
no, still
yesterday,
Still two.
No, it's three. It's three. It's three.
There's a play under review right now.
Oh, okay. Maybe there's but they're marking it 3, but we'll see if
no, it's 2-0. Look at the screen. It says 2-0. It's 2-0, Scott. It's not 3-0. It's 2-0.
I'm looking at the scoreboard. My scoreboard's saying 3-0.
I'm looking at the game. I'm watching the game. Like, I'm watching the actual game.
I get the game too. Well, we can be a little bit behind. TV's always behind. But all right, let's hope it's 3. Wells reaches first base on catcher's interference. Run scores. That's what they're saying 2, but they're reviewing a catcher's interference.
It's not though. I don't know why they're reviewing the catcher interference.
Oh yeah,
it's
right.
Not really. It's not close to being.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 2-0. Like so.
Yeah.
It's 2-0. But
it's a foul ball,
I don't really understand like what the debate was. Like if you see the play, like it wasn't that close, Scott, to the catcher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, all right, like I don't know, didn't hit anybody. I don't know what they thought they saw.
Yeah. Who was that a Yankee challenge or was that bad? I don't know what the rules anymore. These challenges become baseball. What happened?
Oh,
Grand Slam.
No,
Tell me
even worse
Slam.
somehow. Like if you're a Red Sox fan, I don't want to. They just hit it off the first base, the bag, Scott. It bounced off the bag. I think it did. What was it? What happened here? I thought it hit the bag. Let me see the replay.
You're better off. It was one of these interference.
Yeah, it was one of these weird sort of. Let me see this. Did it not hit the bag? No, my bad. It didn't hit the bag. It's just an error. My bad. It's just an error on the first baseman.
Wow.
Could have.
2.
Now it is officially 4-0. It is.
That was 4. Well, you're right. It wasn't 3-0.
Yes.
It was 4-0.
Yeah, it's 4-0. Yes.
It was 3-0 for about 10 seconds.
That's
before
why
the second
Wetzel. I don't blame you. But ESPN.com is bad for that.
Oh, they
and
were awful.
you and I talk about this in the past about the runners on the phone and stuff. They don't do that anymore. Now it's like a computerized system. And you'll notice most of the sports websites, Scott and guys, they have the same update. And you know what I mean? Like it used to be ESPN had a guy calling it in and they would do it themselves.
Yeah.
This is ESPN.
Not anymore.
Now it's just there's a service and it just spits it out to all the websites. It's often wrong, Scott. Goals scored, like you said, Bet365, the sports book, is bad at this too. Like if a goal is scored, they'll put it on the board, like even if it's being reviewed, and then they'll take it off.
That's wrong. Yeah.
Right. So like, I don't dispute that you saw 3-0, but I was telling you, no, they're wrong. It's not 3-0 yet. You know.
Yeah. You should be conservative on that, not aggressive.
Yeah, you wait. Don't do it. Like, don't wait and take it off. Just say, all right, we're going to wait for the review and see what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's kind of like winners bet with streaks and losing. If you bet with the streak, you could only be wrong one time. You bet against it, you can be wrong.
And not everybody's watching the game, right, Scott? That's the whole thing, too.
Yeah.
Some people, we've all been there where, I don't know, dude, you're at a freaking funeral. You're at a wedding. You're at this. You're at that. You're in a grocery store. Let me look at the score.
Yeah.
You see it, and you get excited, and then it's like, no, I just saw 21-14. What do you mean 14-14? Oh, they overturned a touchdown.
That's happened to me.
Oh, they overturned a touchdown. It's like, then why didn't you wait until it was official? Why do you tease me like this? Like, you've seen that happen. Like, it happens. They just got you with a 3-0. Like, it technically wasn't 3-0 yet, you know?
Yeah. So I don't understand this. I really don't. And this is what people are going to be talking about, Gabe. Yesterday, your second best starter, Brian Bayo, gets yanked in the third inning. Close game, obviously. He's not getting beat up. He's got 2 runners on. Nobody's scored yet. They yank him. Third inning. He's your second best starter, knowing you don't have your third best starter in Giolito, who's hurt. Today, you have early. He's struggling. They keep him in there. He's struggling. They keep him in there, and he's struggling some more. And they are finally taking the poor kid out after 78 pitches when it's 4-0. I don't understand how you take Bayo out yesterday in a 1-1 game, and you're letting the kid who's got 5 minutes of fame here basically
You
throwing
put
the
your
season down the drain.
You put your season on the shoulders of a 23-year-old kid who delivered for you. He gave you 4 innings of shutout baseball. Like, you said it. I totally agree with you. The second runner got on base, you needed to get the kid out of there.
Yeah. Amazing. All right, more coming up.
Well, Shadur, which quarterbacks are you talking about? Because there's some bad quarterback play out there, but the dude who can't beat Dylan Gabriel out for a job and can't beat Joe Flacco out for a job certainly can't lay claim to being better than any other quarterback in the league.
The Craig Carton Show. Only on SportsGrid.
That's a lot for a closer. 10. That's you're not a closer anymore if you blow 10 games. I mean, my goodness. That's
He's mentally broken too. Like, it's to the point where, like, Dodger fans aren't even mad at him; they're more mad at the Dodgers for putting him out there.
Putting him in,
right? It's more so.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, guys, like, he's done.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Major League Baseball has decided it is time to put balls and strikes not just in the hands of the umpires, but also the robot umpires, as they say. The ABS system is now officially in place starting next season. Now, keep in mind, they're not just throwing this out there. They have used this at the Arizona Fall League, and they've also used it at different levels of the minor leagues as well.
Newswire, only on SportsGrid.
Everything changed at that point. They went and got Jonquil Jones, and they really had that triple threat monster team. That second year they lost in the WNBA Finals, 3-1 against the Las Vegas Aces. Year 3, they finally get over the top hump. You can question whether they should have won the title with that foul call late in Game 5 that sent Breanna Stewart to the foul line.
Betting above the rim, only on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back in Game Live, Game Day here on the grid. Moving along here on a Thursday. So let me update the scores before we bring in our good buddy Brady Cannon. College football, New Mexico State, Sam Houston, no scores. They close out the first quarter. Over/under is down to 37.5. Yeah, it's a biggie here. It's a biggie. So halftime, they have reached. San Fran kicks a field goal. We don't even get the baseball first. So they're finally out of the bottom of the fourth inning. Stankies put 4 on the board. They lead 4-0. Now 25-1. Red Sox plus 870 if you want to go there. And then the San Fran Rams game, 17-7. Brady, welcome in Brady Cannon, SportsGrid host. You see it here all the time here on the grid. I don't know too many people that saw this thing coming, since Gabe and I could both be starting at wide receiver for the San Francisco 49ers tonight. But there the Niners are, leading by 10, no less. Your thoughts on the first half?
Well, I tell you what, anybody that did not take the Rams in a survivor pool tonight is feeling pretty good right now. And we did not with our 2 remaining entries in Circa Survivor. And we almost did. I asked my partners earlier today, I'm like, guys, do you want to use the Rams? They said, no, we want to hold off. I like another spot later on in the schedule to land on them. And that was the one thing that gave me pause with this game. I made the number 4.5 before all these injuries came down the pike. Then Purdy goes out. It kind of bumps to 6.5 or 7.5. Then Pearsall and Jennings. And next thing you know, this thing closed at about 9. And I think that number made sense, but I didn't want to lay it. I probably would have laid it before I took it. I just didn't know how the Niners were going to come up with any offense, like you allude to there, that, who's playing wide receiver, and the other thing is here, the only real skill position threat, thinking, going into this game was Christian McCaffrey, who is already doing a lion's share of the work. He's got more carries, more catches. I mean, this guy, is he going to last? How long is he going to last? If he is, taking on this, shouldering the load for the 49ers offense so much, we know he's, has a history of being a bit fragile anyway. So everything pointed towards the Rams, but I said, you know what? Kyle Shanahan has dominated McVay. I don't really know why. They're friends, but I mean, Shanahan somehow has the blueprint on how to beat the Rams and Sean McVay, and we're seeing it here again. I don't have a play in this game, but I guess from that standpoint, it doesn't surprise you. Gabe brought up a good point. A lot of football left. I could absolutely see the Niners getting conservative, and this thing could be really tight here in the second half.
Let me throw this out there. I wish I had the number in front of me, but Matt Stafford has more fourth quarter comebacks than anyone in NFL history. We were talking about it earlier, Scott. Who's known for blowing double-digit leads as game goes on?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Kyle Shanahan. We have trains coming in opposite directions here. We have a football team and a train in the Rams that are good at coming back, and they're a good second-half team. And we have a 49er team that's good at sort of blowing leads as the game goes on. I think the Rams are going to come back. I think the Rams are going to come back and make a game of this. I already have them in a teaser, and I jumped in on the Niners Brady in game at plus 3.5. So I'm sort of in the middle. Yeah, I'm sort of in the middle here right now. But I sort of get the feeling, though, Scott, that the Rams are the play here. Thing is, they're not getting any, they're plus 2.5 only. So the odds makers kind of believe, the computer thinks, Scott, that the Rams are coming back to win. They're plus 110 on the money line only.
Yeah. Here are the numbers, guys. It's not good for San Fran. Since 2020, San Francisco has 13 losses when leading by 10 points or more. That is the most in the NFL. Wow. They have the second half lines. They're 3-18 against the spread, the worst in the NFL. So they have two worst in the NFL, when they're in a position like they're kind of in right now. So it does lead towards, the LA Rams. I know you didn't have a play on it before, but knowing what we know now, they still were a 9-point favorite. Are you willing to hop in, getting whether it's odds or points 2.5 on San Fran now, Brady?
Well, it's exactly like Gabe said, kind of anecdotally, and now you've backed it up with numbers here. The Rams are a good second half team. The Niners are a lousy team when trying to hold on to a lead. The one thing that is going in their favor, maybe a little bit more so than in the past few years, is they've got that new kicker, Pinheiro, who hasn't missed yet tonight. And boy, with Jake Moody, that was bad news. That just led to more problems for San Francisco and their inability to hold the lead. I don't want to take 2.5 with the Rams because that's a bad number. It doesn't feel to me like the Rams are going to win this game, but I don't believe the Niners are going to win by 3. What's the second half line? Do you have the second half only?
Well, that's the thing. I was going to say, if we were getting 3.5 with the Rams, it would be like, oh, you got to take the Rams at 3.5, right? Sure. So they know this. It's a 2.5. But just for the record, guys, kind of not a surprise who has the most fourth quarter comebacks in all time. Tom Brady, 46. Right. Peyton Manning, 43. Ben Roethlisberger, 41. Matthew Stafford, 39.
Yeah.
So 39 times he's come back in the fourth quarter in a football game. That's pretty high. Just quickly, the other guys: Matt Ryan, Drew Brees, Johnny Unitas, Dan Marino, Russell Wilson, John Elway. Not a bad list.
Do you guys know what the number is for the second half only?
7.5. It'll be the same as the point spread. Well, you just it out.
Right.
Yeah, Rams minus 7.5. Yeah, Rams minus 7.5.
I'd probably lay it, guys. I know there's a hook on top of that, but I think I'd lay the 7.5
too.
Right.
Remember, the Niners got the ball first and marched down the field.
Correct.
Throw that out there.
I think I'd lay the 7.5 for the second half alone before I took the 2.5 for the entire game. Yeah, wow. Because I have a feeling I feel like the Niners are going to win this game. But
it's the same bet.
But the Rams are down by 10, right?
Yeah. So you're laying 7.5, which means you're either going to
7.5, 2.5. It's the same bet. Yeah, it's the same bet.
You're right. You're right. I guess, and either way, I'm eating a bad number. Right?
You're just old school, Brady. You're calling the bookie. What's the second half number?
That's the second half line, yeah.
I do feel like I'd rather go that direction, though. I'd rather bet on the Rams to cover the second half number than basically win this game. And I don't want to eat a 2.5 because I'd rather have the full 3.
Guys, Puka Nacua only has 3 catches, which for him is not a lot. This guy is like a 13. Yards. Wow. What 24
San Francisco
yards,
defense has been pretty good too. Forced a turnover. I'm thoroughly surprised. Mac Jones is looking great. This guy's turned out to be a pretty darn good backup for this team. I don't know how they're doing it. And this is something to think about too. You guys know that often a good recipe is to bet the underdog for the first half only because they can show some fight, they can make some noise, they're scrappy, but eventually that 9-point favorite is going to wear them out, and the better team's going to pull away in the end. So that might be another reason to look at the Rams here in the second half.
Here's a prop, Scott. Here's a prop for you, Scott. Kieran Williams, he's got 20 receiving yards. His prop is 28.5. He's got 2 catches. His prop is 3.5 receptions. So they're sort of thinking, all right, 2 more catches for him.
Yep.
I'd rather go like 9 yards. I think he gets the yards, Scott. Like, you're telling me that Kieran Williams isn't going to get us 9 yards in the second half out of the backfield catching the ball? I like this play.
Yeah. He's going to get opportunities, I would imagine, no matter what. I mean, they're going to have to empty the sink here, trailing by 10, I would think.
Third downs, hurry up, and exactly.
So and they want to get him the ball, too, right? They want him to have some touches.
He's a weapon.
They can't afford to hand the ball off to him at this point, down 10. So what's the next best way? You throw him the ball.
But he's every good as a receiver. He's one of those guys, Scott, right? He's not like a smash back. He's he catches the ball, too,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like when it's 1st and 10 or 2nd and 8, when sometimes you'd run the ball, no big deal, we're up 10, but when you're down 10, you don't have that luxury. So what do you do?
You got to get him instead,
So he's got to catch the ball. Yeah. So all right.
Red Sox aren't coming back, are they?
1st and 2nd, 2 out. If they get a home run here, it's a 1-run game.
Thanks, Brady.
Well, Shadur, which quarterbacks are you talking about? Because there's some bad quarterback play out there, but the dude who can't beat Dylan Gabriel out for a job and can't beat Joe Flacco out for a job certainly can't lay claim to being better than any other quarterback in the league.
The Craig Carton Show. Only on SportsGrid.
That's a lot for a closer. 10. That's you're not a closer anymore if you blow 10 games. I mean, my goodness. That's
he's mentally broken too. Like it's to the point where like Dodger fans aren't even mad at him; they're more mad at the Dodgers for putting him out there.
Putting him in,
right? It's more so. Yeah, it's like guys, like he's done.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Major League Baseball has decided it is time to put balls and strikes not just in the hands of the umpires, but also the robot umpires, as they say. The ABS system is now officially in place starting next season. Now, keep in mind, they're not just throwing this out there. They have used this at the Arizona Fall League, and they've also used it at different levels of the minor leagues as well.
Newswire, only on SportsGrid.
Everything changed at that point. They went and got Jonquil Jones, and they really had that triple threat monster team. That second year they lost in the WNBA Finals, 3-1 against the Las Vegas Aces. Year 3, they finally get over the top hump. And you can question whether they should have won the title with that foul call late in Game 5 that sent Breanna Stewart to the foul line.
Betting above the rim, only on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back in Game Live, Game Day here on the Grid. Thanks again to Brady Cannon for joining us as he does at the half during these Monday and Thursday night games. Do appreciate that. So, Red Sox put a couple runners on. Uh-oh.
I got breaking news.
Yeah, Red Sox
we actually have. we have.
I shouldn't say
we
that.
We got. I was just baffling. I was going to say we got more runs than we do points in a football game, in a college football game, Scott. Good call by you on the under, bro. It's 33.5 the total. We're at 7 minutes left in the second quarter, but my breaking news, Scott, is that I was going to say New Mexico State are on the 11-yard line. So it's like, all right, wow, this is as close as anyone's been, but now it's 4th down. So maybe we'll get 3 out of this. But, yeah, total's down to 33.5. I almost want to bet the under now, Scott. Like, where are the points coming from in this football game? It's terrible.
It is awful. It is awful. I don't know. I've been keeping too much an eye on it. I'm flipping back and forth, just seeing the score, and I kept on seeing the first quarter flew by. Field goal's good. All right, so 3-0 New Mexico State. So I'll take it. I got more on the under than I do Sam Houston State. So I'll, maybe you get a split, I get a split. We both win some money on it. So 3-0.
Oh, second half has started already too. I don't want to listen, Scott. Yeah, you said it earlier. I'm having fun tonight. Time or whatever. We're buzzing and all these games and stuff, but like. This football game has chronologically gone fast. Yeah. And every time, and I know the guys in master control, these poor guys are in the middle of nowhere in New Jersey. It's late at night, 1 a.m. Sometimes I don't really mind when the game's going. It goes to overtime and stuff like that. But can't be a lightning delay tonight, Scott. So short on the power outage. Yeah, short of the power outage. I'm like, but no, watch this game go to overtime in a full 10 minutes and everything now. But Rams have the ball. The second half has already started. And, yeah, we're cruising along, just looking up at the clock. 9:46 Eastern time. We're usually still at halftime right now, like the third or going to the half. Like, this is a pretty quick game tonight for whatever reason.
The problem is we're probably going to get a lot of throwing from the Rams. The incompletions.
Yeah, you're right now.
Clock, but
well, I hope so. I got Stafford over 234.5.
Dad, look at the number they're giving you now on Stafford. Like they're making you pay. Like the general rule of thumb is
261
okay.
The last I saw.
270. It's locked down. Never mind. That's Mac Jones. But
yeah,
I saw it at 260. 276.5. He only has 128. So you're asking for a 150-yard second half. That's a pretty big number. I mean,
that was a low number, 234. Like when I saw it, I was like, gotta grab it now. Gotta grab it now. Because he only had 5 yards passing. You got to buy the stock when no one wants it, right, Wetzel? That's what we try to teach people on this show. Oh, he's struggling. No, he got 5 yards. He only has 5. Well, what are you going to wait till he has 90 yards? Then it ain't going to be 234 anymore. Like, you got to do it now. You know what I mean? Yeah. I remember we did it, and right after the drive, you said, yeah, he's up to 67 now. Right away, boom. We got a nice 60 yards out of it. Think, guys, they get the ball now. Quarterback can pretty much pick up like 50, 60 yards on a drive now, right? That's the way I look at it, Scott. 50, 60 yards if they're going to throw. They're going to mix in a run. Let's call 50 yards on a drive. So I'm sort of like, yeah, we can get 50. I've won bets where we've got like 70 yards on the last drive with a quarterback where they need to throw on every play, right? And it works out. Bing, bing, bing down the field. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me check the McCaffrey numbers for the half. So
he never caught another ball again after I bet that. That's frustrating.
Yeah, 5 for 44 still. 13 carries for 45 yards.
So classic Niners, huh? Let's stop giving the ball to McCaffrey. See what I'm talking about with Shanahan? He's going to screw this up, guys. The Rams are going to win this game, I'm telling you. Shanahan is going to screw this up like he screws all of his double-digit leads up.
It's like a pitcher on
Doc
a pitch
Rivers
count.
of the NFL.
Well, his numbers are bad. They just we gave
at least
the
Doc
ones
Rivers
when he
has
was
got rings. Actually, sorry, at least Doc has got rings.
He's got a ring. Yeah.
As a player coach, whatever. He's got rings.
Yeah, he won with the Celtics. So we gave you the numbers with them as leading. And the numbers are just as bad when they're trailing. Like 0-44 when trailing by 8 points entering the fourth quarter. 3-41. Think about this.
Wow.
When trailing by just 3 points, right? That's basically a pick'em game entering the fourth quarter. Kyle Shanahan for his career is 3-41. I mean, it's just like,
how do they win as many games they do if they can't come back and they blow leads? It's kind of baffling, like when you look at it.
Yeah, it's like a mystery of like, and yet then the dude's got a winning record with a backup quarterback. Like Kyle Shanahan makes no sense, just no sense whatsoever.
No,
He's
right.
all over the map, But they can beat the Rams, 23-10-1 since 2008 against the Rams.
They have lost 3 in a row, though. Everyone talks about them owning.
Yeah.
The Rams did sweep them last year, and they won. So the Rams have won 3 in a row. But if you look at the Rams, guys, though, think about it. Opening week, Tennessee, the Houston Texans. They played the Houston Texans. Not a very good football team this year. It was a battle. It was 13-9. Like, they barely won the football game.
Yeah.
They beat the Tennessee Titans in week 2, Scott. Week 3, they played well against the Eagles for 3 quarters. They fell apart. Last week, they were okay against the Colts. They did win the game. We'll give them credit for it. We got a 53-yard field goal attempt now.
Ooh, this would do it. The number was 52.5.
I had over under 52.5.
I think he missed it.
And the son of a bitch.
Wow.
You missed by a mile indoors.
Didn't make it.
God.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh,
Cardi
God.
misses it. Now, not only does he miss and not get points, now the Niners got the ball at the 43-yard line, too.
Look at that kick, too, Scott. Like, it was bad. Like, it went up, and it just started. It's like, dude, like, that's not a pro kick. Hey, Cardi, you should be working in an effing carny. That was pathetic. Send this kid's ass to a carnival somewhere.
Man, 17-7. They score here, then I'm going to start to, I'm beginning to wonder and worry about my survivor pool pick as it is, but now it's up to 5.5. They score here, then we're really in trouble. Then we're going to some goofiness.
I've got 2 survivors alive, too, and I'm ashamed to admit I've got the Rams in one of them. This is not good.
It's hard not to, because I don't like doing Thursday games. I really don't. It's nice, though, when you win, because now you're playing with house money. Then it's to sit back and root for upsets on Sunday.
I just didn't want to do both with Arizona on Sunday. I was like, this is as good of a spot as I'm going to get tonight. Like, you know what I mean? I'll do Arizona on the other one.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. So we're not out of it, down 10, early third quarter. But
we're in trouble.
We're in trouble. We're sweating, that's for sure. All right, more scores we come.
Well, Shadur, which quarterbacks are you talking about? Because there's some bad quarterback play out there, but the dude who can't beat Dylan Gabriel out for a job and can't beat Joe Flacco out for a job certainly can't lay claim to being better than any other quarterback in the league.
The Craig Carton Show. Only on SportsGrid.
That's a lot for a closer. 10. You're not a closer anymore if you blow 10 games. I mean, my goodness. That's
he's mentally broken too. Like, it's to the point where like Dodger fans aren't even mad at him; they're more mad at the Dodgers for putting him out there.
Putting him in,
right? It's more so.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, guys, like, he's done.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Major League Baseball has decided it is time to put balls and strikes not just in the hands of the umpires, but also the robot umpires, as they say. The ABS system is now officially in place starting next season. Now, keep in mind, they're not just throwing this out there. They have used this at the Arizona Fall League, and they've also used it at different levels of the minor leagues as well.
Newswire, only on SportsGrid.
Everything changed at that point. They went and got Jonquil Jones, and they really had that triple threat monster team. That second year they lost in the WNBA Finals, 3-1 against the Las Vegas Aces. Year 3, they finally get over the top hump. And you can question whether they should have won the title with that foul call late in Game 5 that sent Breanna Stewart to the foul line.
Betting above the rim, only on SportsGrid.
welcome back in Game Live, Game Day on the Grid. Scott and Gabe, hour number 2, here till the end of the football game. So 17-7, San Fran does have the lead. They get the ball for the first time in the second quarter, or in the second half, after the Rams missed a 53-yard field goal. So they got pretty good field position right around midfield. Now at third down at their own 45-yard line, laying 5.5. The over/under is 44. Now, I haven't touched too much on the over/under with the Rams. The heavy favorites actually losing. So we've kind of forgotten about that. You got 24 points, 3 touchdowns plus second half. If the Rams are going to come back and win, then I think you might as well put the over in there. Although theoretically, obviously it doesn't necessarily have to. But are we going to get 3 touchdowns plus? I'm hoping no, because I'm hoping the 49ers are done scoring. That's really the bottom line. I'm hoping for a 24-17 final, and the game still sneaks under. So 10 Ks, by the way, for Schlittler. What they had that earlier. We mentioned this on Tuesday, Gabe. The Cleveland series against Detroit, Williams, the ace for the Guardians, they had him at 14.5 for his out total, which is ridiculous. It's not even 5 innings. He's their best pitcher. He's got an ERA under 2. It was the craziest line in the world. And then they kind of had a similar thing tonight with Schlittler with only 11.5 outs, and then his strikeout total only 4.5. I know there's a quick hook involved and he's deciding third games, but I just didn't see how the Yankees were going to keep, pull this kid with their bullpen being so bad as it is. And so that was a pretty good bet. And who knows how high he's going to go. But boy, if you played his little ladder on his strikeouts, you're making yourself a fortune.
I played both strikeout props to the over tonight. It cashes. I regret not playing the outs, just how low the outs were. You got to really sort of click for the outs. In my book, they don't have the outs like popping out at you like they do with the strikeout prop. So I was like, the strikeouts. But I really would have bet the Schlittler over. Wow, now Mac Jones is banged up. Oh, boy.
Whoa.
These guys going to be running out of bodies. He's a tough kid, Mac Jones. He's a tough dude, so he'll probably, he'll suck it up. But he's walking very awkwardly. Like something happened to him there on that last play. So the Niners,
by the way, a former Nebraska quarterback, is your
Nebraska Cornhusker, and Kansas State Wildcat, and Scotty played very well in the UFL. That's how Martinez got into the NFL. Like a lot of he was one of the few quarterbacks, because there's a lot of there's a couple of kickers that came from the XFL and UFL right now in the league. There's, backup defensive backs or whatnot. There's a couple of dudes that have come from the UFL and the XFL. But he's like one of the few quarterbacks. Like he was dominant in the UFL, and he got a shot. I guess wasn't he on the Jets too? I think he was in the camp. He was actually on the Jets in camp.
He was on the Jets. Yeah, at least in camp anyway. So
it's funny how the Jets don't want you, but the Niners do, huh?
Yeah.
So what, you guys don't think he's good enough, but they do? Like, I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
It's one of those type of deals.
Here come the Niners again, though, Gabe. Look, this is beyond idiotic. I mean, they have nobody playing for them except McCaffrey, and I don't know if they punted once. If they have, it's one time. They got 3 scores. This is their first possession second half, and they're marching right down the field again. I mean, they're on pace for 400-plus yards. It's crazy. They got 271 yards in 2.5 quarters. Not even 2.5 quarters. They have almost 300 yards of total offense, with every player worth anything outside of McCaffrey, including their quarterback, not playing tonight. And it's nuts. It's nuts.
As much as we'll credit, and that is insane, as much as we credit the Niners for what they've done, this is a gutless performance, Scott, by the Rams tonight. This is almost like Bengal-like. Like, really, it's almost like Bengal-like from the other night, in which you look at the Niners, the Niner linemen are huffing and puffing or high-five. Everyone's like they're playing a game. The Rams look like they're in preseason mode. Like, are you guys aware that this game counts, right? Division rival, kind of big. Like, you're giving up the division here, guys. Like, there's no passion. Have you noticed any passion? Has anyone, like, any big plays like the Rams? They're just flat. They're flatter than a 2-day-old Coke right now.
Yeah. Amazing. Is it the short week? Is it the back-to-back? The crazy game against Philadelphia. The crazy finish against Indianapolis. Is that too much? But this is a veteran
They're just not
team.
that good. Barely beat the Texans. Who cares that you beat the Titans? Last week, toss-up game against the Colts. This is an embarrassing look for the Rams.
Awful. See if we get some winners when we come back.